What's going on? Average Tech Guy here, and today we are back. More tech, more reviews, and Apple finally did it. We finally got an iPad mini that looks like an iPad Pro. So let's talk about it. So first off, bravo to Apple for finally updating that iPad mini. Now, we've looked for this iPad refresh to come out for probably about the past 2 years or so now. And they've given us one rendition, but this is the one I think everybody wanted. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about the features of this new iPad. We're also going to talk about who this iPad is going to be tailored toward, because there's a specific group of people that Apple is aiming this for. So first off, let's talk about the new design of the iPad mini. Well, you might as well call this thing the iPad mini Pro because it has an edge-to-edge display on this screen. This is an 8.3-inch display that is pretty nice. And actually, when you get these displays to be smaller and smaller, with the True Tone, with the 500 nits of brightness, with the P3, the actual beautiful liquid retina display, once you shrink that down from a 12.9-inch screen where it actually looks beautiful, you get an even better picture in a smaller form factor. So I like the fact that Apple was able to bring a lot of those greater features over into an 8-inch display. Next up, you gotta talk about the support of this Apple Pencil, because that's like the biggest thing that Apple has going for it right now with the actual support of an accessory. Apple Pencil is probably one of the best accessories, the most useful accessories that you can get for your iPad. And this year, the Apple iPad mini, that thing actually supports the Gen 2. So you're gonna be able to put it right on top, sync it directly to the top, and charge it on the go. And when we talk about charging, you know, this thing does take power, but it's not gonna drain the actual iPad itself. You're gonna get an all-day battery life on this new iPad. An all-day battery is going to be needed for that A15 Bionic chip. Now, I'm saying a lot of numbers and a lot of names, but basically what the A15 means is you're going to be about 40 to 60% faster on different graphics and 40 to 60% faster on different types of CPU projects that you're gonna be running. It's just going to be faster. Apple doesn't necessarily specify what it's faster than. I'm thinking it's faster than the older version of the iPad mini. So I actually do not have an older version of the iPad mini. We got rid of all those a long time ago. But when I get this one in my hands, we will actually be able to see just how fast this thing is when computing, when watching videos, when just watching different types of entertainment, playing music, editing. We're gonna test it out and see how fast this thing actually is. Now this new version is gonna come in 4 separate colors. I actually ordered that Starlight color. It looks a little goldy, but I'm tired of black, I'm tired of just blue. So I got that Starlight color. It actually has Touch ID. So it's supposed to be a different type of Touch ID than what came on the iPad Air about a year or so ago. It's supposed to be more intuitive, more responsive. We'll just see how that is. I do have one of those, so we'll test it out against it just to see if it's any faster, if it's any better, and if this is one that you should probably look out for. And since we're talking about speed and functionality, this thing supports Wi-Fi 6. It will also be 5G capable, and it has USB Type-C. And we know USB Type-C is probably one of the faster ways of transferring data and doing things of that nature, especially when charging your devices. It goes a lot faster. And when you turn this thing in a landscape mode, you're going to get stereo speakers. So that's one of the biggest things that people worried about, is if you put a smaller form factor into your iPad, what are you gonna do with those speakers? So Apple has put stereo speakers in that landscape mode. You don't have to worry about the sound being muffled. Hold it from the sides and you're gonna be good to go. Then the camera. Now, I'm not a big advocate of taking pictures with a tablet. Like, I hardly ever take pictures on a tablet. But seeing this small form factor, the one-hand mode, it really makes me want to just kind of carry this around and take pictures using the 12 megapixel shooter that's on the back as well as that's on the front. And then it has an ultra wide lens on it that's going to allow you to use center stage. Now I know you're saying center stage is a gimmick, we hardly ever use it, but that is not really that true. I use center stage a lot when I'm FaceTiming my parents, my girls want to get in the video. When I'm using Zoom, you can work with the center stage. So it has a lot of capabilities. It's just we have to learn how to use it on these different platforms. That's when it gets really, really fun. We've actually talked about a lot of things that this device can do and that it's going to offer, but who is it tailored to? Well, if you look at the video that Apple put out, everybody that they showed was on the move, like from going up escalators to flying in planes and helicopters and just being anywhere at any time. So this thing is going to be tailored at people who move around a lot. Productivity, entertainment, all that stuff is supposed to be guaranteed in there, especially with the introduction of iPad OS 15. You can take full advantage of all those features, the split screens, the multitasking, which is, we'll talk about multitasking a little later on, but you're going to be able to take full advantage of all those features while you're on the go. So this is who the iPad mini is tailored to. People who are going to be on the move a lot, people who carry minimalistic tight bags, things of that nature. You can just kind of slide it down in that bag and you are good to go. When you get to where you need to be, take it out, connect to your Wi-Fi, use your 5G, and you're good to go. So people on the go, students, business people, this thing is going to be something that you probably can fit just about in any bag, take anywhere, and use at any time. So I'm excited. Like, normally I don't get excited about iPads and iPhones and things like that, which I'm really not that excited for the iPhone. We will be getting one. I will be telling you about it, but the iPad was more my cup of tea. We're going to be getting that in. I'll be testing it out. I'll be trying it out. And I also have cases and everything, accessories coming in for it. So stay tuned. If you have not, please hit that subscribe button. Continue to check me out. Please continue to support the channel. And until next time, please continue to give me that big thumbs up. Please subscribe. Average Tech Guy out. Peace.